today we're doing lesson 6.8, multiply two-digit numbers. 2 by 2 for each diagram, write a multiplication expression that the diagram can represent. Then find the value of the expression. Use equations to show or explain your reasoning. If a student made this model, this diagram, what problem were they trying to solve? Autrey?
6 times 18.
Yes. So everybody, I want you to write 6 times 18 right here. Now, in the first box, we're going to look to the left and write 6. And then on top, 10. 6 times 10.
60.
Nope, we're not solving yet. Then in the second box, look to the left, we have a 6 times 8. Okay, the first box we get 60, the second box we get 48. If we stack up 60 and 48 and add them together, we're going to get 108. So the answer to 6 times 18 is 108. Okay. What problem, if a student made this diagram right here, what problem were they trying to solve, Mary?
10 times 18.
Yes. 10 times 18. So first we're going to do 10 times 10, and then 10 times 8. What's 10 times 10?
100.
100. Don't yell, but you can respond. But don't need to yell, okay? What's 10 times 8? 80. And 100 plus 80 equals?
180.
180. Okay. The third box. If a student made that box to multiply a problem, what problem were they multiplying? Jackson?
16 times 18.
Yep. 16 times 18. Okay. And now, the first box, if we look to the left, we have 10 on top.
10.
So 10 times 10. In the second box, we have
10
times 8. In the third box,
6 times 10.
yep. And in the last box,
6 times 8.
yep. So 10 times 10. 100. 10 times 8.
8.
6 times 10.
60.
6 times 8. 48. Last step is to stack them and add them. So we have 100, 80, 60, and 48. And if we add those together, 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 8, 8. I know 6 and 4 together make 10 plus 8 more, 18. Put down the 8, carry the 1, 1 plus 1, 2. Now look at this, guys. Does this make sense?
Yes.
If 6 times 18 is 108 and 10 times 18 is 180, and you add those together, 8 plus 0, 8. 0 plus 8, 8. 1 plus 1, 2. And look, this diagram right here is the same as the bottom. Do you see that? This diagram right here is the same as the top.
That's why I was raising my
You saw that? Yes, good.
I saw that too.
Cool. Okay. So it wants to know how are the diagrams alike and how are they different. And we've just kind of pointed that out, that the diagrams are using the same numbers and the two from the first two problems are stacked together for the last problem. Okay? All right. Use a diagram to find each product. So here we go. We're going to draw a box and it's going to have 4 sections in it. You can put, it doesn't matter whether you put the 13 on top or on the side. I usually recommend that you put the bigger number on top. This is where most kids have made mistakes today. Anybody who's made mistakes today have made them because they put the wrong digits in these places. So, our first number is 13, right? So we put 13, what's 13 in expanded form, stretched out? 10 and 3. So we're gonna put 10 here and 3 here. You cannot put the 3 right here. Okay? The 10 and 3, if they are working together to make 13, they have to be on the same side together or on top together. Okay, then we have 21. What two numbers make 21? Shout them out.
21.
20 and 1. Okay. See how I did that? 20 or 13, I put 10 and 3 together on the side. 21 goes across the top. So, for the boxes, to the left we've got 10 times 20. Then we have 10 times 1. Then 3 times 20. Then 3 times 1. 10 times 20. 10 times 1. 3 times 20. And 3 times 1. All right. Here we go. Basic facts. I'm going to underline. I recommend you do the same. What is 1 times 2?
2.
1 0, 2 zeros. 1 0, 2 zeros. Okay? On this next box, it's just, we're going to do 1 times 1, which is 1. Add on a 0. And that makes sense because 10 times 1 is 10. Basic fact, 3 times 2. What's 3 times 2?
6.
6.
Add that 0.
Add 1 0. And 3 times 1? 3. Our last step, stack them and add them. 200, 60, 10, and 3. And when we add those together, we get the number. Okay. On your marker boards, I want you guys to do this problem. On your marker boards, make it a model just exactly like this one. So 25 is going to split into 20 plus 5. 46 will split into 40 plus 6. So make a box, make it big enough to write in. Can you write in that? We're going to have to write the expression. I'm walking around to make sure you guys have got the numbers written in the right spot.
I need different marker.
Looks like your marker works just fine. No, sir. Okay. Just right on top. Use that. What problem are we doing, Todd? 25 times 46. So what are you going to write right here? What are you gonna write right here? There you go. Now start looking to the left and on top to write your expressions down. Okay, looking good, Cameron? Good, Evan. This is another 2. What is it? Don't erase it. Expanded form. Look at what he's written. Put a 0 behind it, babe. We're stretching them out in expanded form.
Can I pen and marker? This one's pushed in.
Good. What number is that right there? What's 5 times 6? It's not 35. Looking good, Todd. Looking good. Looking good, Athena.
Thank you.
All right, you got it. So now, look at this box right here. What is to the left of it? And what's on top of it? So you're going to write 20 times 40. Okay. What number is that right there? Then why did you write a 3? Honey, you're going to look to the left. It changes on each one. For every one, you've got to look to the left of it and on top of it. So what's this number? And what's this number? And see how those are, this is 20's to the left of this, 6 is on top. So 20 times 6 right here. Then on this one, what's to the left of it? And what's on top of it? Okay, that's what you're gonna write in that box. And then what's to the left of this box? And then, Does that make sense? Okay. You're supposed to be doing this on your marker board. See what everybody else is doing? Oh, pause. What's this number? Read it. What's that number? What's that? Macy, you gotta copy down the right numbers. You did it here too. Put this up here, set up straight so you can see it. Okay, so over here, this should be a 20 right here. And this should be a what? Okay, so that means you gotta add a 0 behind this 2 and this 2. Yep. 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 Yep.
Are we good to erase?
Got it. Alright, so all the times up. So now we're going to use basic math. So your basic math is 2 times 4. So you come over here and you go 2 times 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be 8. And then 2 zeros behind it. Okay, just like that. Good, Harvard. Good, man. Okay, so how many, give me your marker. How many zeros do you see in this problem? There's 2. 1, 2. This way. Okay, so that should be 8. Your marker should be 2. the zeros when you're to count them, to keep track of them. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. Okay. 2 times 6 is 12, but what did you forget? Okay, put that dot under there. Okay, you guys did really well on this. Okay, you do not have to recopy this box down, but I'm gonna do it. 40 and 6, 20 and 5. Okay, so 20 times 40, 20 times 6. 5 times 40 and 5 times 6. Use your basic facts to go 2 times 4 is 8, 1, 2 zeros. 2 times 6 is 12, 1 0. 5 times 4 is 20, 1 0, and 5 times 6 is 30. Last step is to stack them and add them. And whenever I add all those together, 1,150. Okay, next page. Okay, it says these diagrams could be used, these could both be used to find the answer, Cameron, to 49 times 57. Look at them closely to see which one you would rather use. Okay, so they took 49, Olivia, and they made it 40 and 9. And they took 57 and they made it 50 and 7. So you see you would do all these basic facts, right? They took on the next one, Todd, we are on page 133, I think. On this one, they took 57, 130, I told them 133. If we went to 133, it would be the same page. Amazing. Okay, 57, split it into 50 and 7, but look what they split 49 into. Is 37 plus 12 equal to 49?
Yes.
Yes. Do you want to multiply 37 times 50?
No.
No. So, they're wanting you to understand and see why expanded form and stretching out a number and adding zeros is beneficial. You can do it this way, but that's going to make it even harder than the original problem. So there's no point. Okay, which diagram is more helpful? A, because it uses simple multiplication facts. Not simply, simple multiplication facts. Okay. And then they want us to use a diagram to find each product. But the first one, we're going to use this diagram here because they've already got it set up. Sound good? Yep. Okay. So for that first diagram, we don't have to do anything in the second one. We're going to do 40 times 50, 40 times 7, 9 times 50, and 9 times 7. Okay, basic facts for this problem. 4 times 5 is 20. Add on 1, 2 zeros. Okay. 4 times 7 is 28. Add on 1 0. 9 times 5 is 45. Add on 1 0. And 9 times 7 is 63. So we're going to add up 2,000, 450, 280, and 63 down next to A. And when we add those all together, that is an ugly 3. We will get 5 and 8 is 13 plus 6 is 19. Put down the 9, carry the 1. 2,793.
So close.
Alright. Last problem. 29 times 55. Alright, so we're going to make a box to fill this one in. Okay. Okay, my bigger number is 55, so I'm going to put 50 and 5, then 20 and 9. Then I got to start my multiplying. 20 times 50, 20 times 5. 9 times 50, and 9 times 5. Basic fact, 2 times 5. What's 2 times 5? Shout it out. 10. 10. How many zeros do we add on? 2. Devin, you getting this okay?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 times 5 again is 10, this time with 1 0. 9 times 5 is 45. Add on 1 0, and 9 times 5 again is 45. Last step, we gotta stack them and add them. 1,000, 450, 100, 45. $1,595.